Kent Martin, ABC News, St. Louis.
And a reminder to everyone in a car, buckle up. A new government report shows nearly half of Americans killed in car crashes in 2021 were not wearing their seatbelts. This is ABC News.
Here's a message just for the attorneys out there. So you passed the bar, joined a firm, or even built your own. Now are you finding out that you're doing more administration than actual law practice? Lexicon can help. Lexicon is a legal technology provider with over a decade of experience streamlining administrative tasks like timekeeping, billing, and more, so you can focus on maximizing billable hours and increasing client satisfaction. Call 855-4LEXICON or visit lexiconservices.com/go to learn more.
Dave Packer, ABC News.
Does that old tractor or lawnmower have more electrical tape or duct tape holding it together than you want to admit? Well, maybe it's time to see Phil Sheehan and his staff at NC Tractor for a new Massey Ferguson tractor or mower. Massey Ferguson is a company that's been around for over 175 years. That says a lot about a company. And paired with Phil Sheehan, who's been in business for over 25 years, that says a lot about Phil and his staff. Knowledgeable about their product, and they stand behind every sale. Massey Ferguson is the last tractor you'll ever need. NC Tractor, a dependable and reliable company that'll be there after the sale. NC Tractor on Railroad Avenue in Rutherfordton.
Hey, this is Cameron coming to you from the Blue Room with a check-in on your weather. Today's be partly cloudy with highs near 85, partly cloudy overnight with lows around 60. Thursday, partly cloudy with highs near 75, partly cloudy overnight with lows around 55. Friday, partly cloudy with highs near 80, partly cloudy overnight with lows around 60. And for Saturday, partly cloudy with light rain showers with highs near 80, partly cloudy overnight with chance of storms with lows around 60. And there's your weather forecast. Here on 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, Rutherfordton.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Welcome to All Things Rutherford, here on 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, Rutherfordton. Now here's your host, Todd and Tracy.
And it is a pleasure to be in the Blue Room with Tracy this morning. Good morning, Tracy.
Oh, well, good morning, Todd. It's a pleasure to be in the Blue Room with you.
Always a good day when you get up and come to the Blue Room and just run your mouth for an hour and
It is.
make people mad. And
Well, we're going to start off with making them happy because did you know that happiness is actually contagious?
I did not.
It is. According to a Harvard study, people feel happier spending time around other happy people. And happiness is also linked to lower blood pressure, and happiness also acts as a barrier between you and germs. So there you go. You put down your hand sanitizer. Happier people are less likely to get sick.
There you go.
So we're going to start our day off
Harvard
happy.
University. We're going to start off our day happy. Happy. It is currently 7:07. We have sunny skies outside starting to pop through the clouds there, and we're sitting at 62 degrees.
Oh, God.
We have these death announcements this morning. Stephen Michael Govas passed away May the 7th. Celebration of life will be held June 24th at 1 p.m. at the Firehouse Inn. Crow's Mortuary Crematory Services serving the family of Stephen Govas. Mary Anna Anderson Bridges, age 88, of Forest City, passed away May the 15th. A visitation is planned for Thursday from 6 until 7. Burial will be private at the Eternal Hills Memorial Park. Crow's Mortuary Crematory Services serving the family of Mary Bridges. Leslie Michelle Neal, age 49, of Forest City, passed away Monday, May the 8th. No formal services will be held. Paget and King Mortuary serving the family of Leslie Neal. William Marion Honeycutt III passed away May the 16th. Arrangements are incomplete at this time and will be announced later. Those are the arrangements for Reverend Billy Honeycutt. George Keever passed away May the 16th. Arrangements are incomplete at this time. McMahon's Funeral Home Cremation Services serving the family of George Keever. Stanley Bub Davis, age 73, of Rutherfordton, passed away Monday at the Spartanburg Regional Medical Center. A memorial service honoring Stanley's life will be announced this week. Stanley Harrelson Funeral Home Cremation Services in charge of the arrangements for Stanley Davis. Tommy James Wishon, age 48 of Ellenborough, passed away Monday, May the 1st. Cookout will be held Saturday, May the 5th, at the residence of Madison Wishon, Washburn and Dorsey Funeral Home, and cremation services serving the family, Tommy James Wishon. Gail Ann Stillman, age 85 of Rutherford, passed away April the 24th. Family-directed memorial service will be held 11 a.m. Saturday, May the 27th. Crow's Mortuary crematory services serving the family of Gail Stillman. That is all the obituaries we have at this time. The complete information on these and others that come in throughout the morning can be heard this morning at 10:40 as part of the, at 11:40 as part of the mid-morning show. The Bill O'Reilly Report coming up in just a few moments.
Bill O'Reilly here, and I'm warming up. Stand by for the O'Reilly Update Morning Edition. But first, hey, DirecTV viewers, Bill O'Reilly here, inviting you to watch the No Spin News on the First TV, weeknights at 8 p.m. Eastern. The challenges facing our nation are only getting worse. The border, inflation, crime, drugs. Folks need real information, an honest analysis they can trust. The corporate media feeds you biased reporting every day. All of that stops now with me, Bill O'Reilly, and the No Spin News on the First TV, weeknights 8 p.m., DirecTV channel 347. On this Wednesday, after more than 3.5 years and tens of millions of taxpayer dollars, Special Counsel John Durham has issued a 300-page report on how the FBI botched the Russian collusion investigation. Now, you may remember another special counsel, Robert Mueller, found out after spending tens of millions of dollars that the Trump campaign had nothing to do with plots from Russia, and the accusation was engineered by the Hillary Clinton campaign. That was the Mueller report. The FBI, of course, knew that early on, but the Bureau chose to probe Russian collusion anyway to make Donald Trump look bad and possibly tilt the election to Hillary. Durham does not name names because he's part of the Washington establishment, but the culprits are former FBI Director James Comey, former Assistant Director Andrew McCabe, and the notorious Peter Strzok, who orchestrated the fraudulent investigation. All three were banished from the FBI, but will not be prosecuted in a court of law. Why not? Because Attorney General Merrick Garland is a Democrat who takes orders from another Democrat named Joe Biden. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the D.C. swamp, where powerful government agencies now actively interfere with presidential campaigns. It is startling that this country is that corrupt. Back after this. If you are a timeshare owner, you're probably upset that your yearly dues continue to increase. Lone Star Transfer guarantees the release of all liability to your timeshare in writing and done in a specific time frame. They're the only company you can trust, having helped more than 18,000 owners legally and permanently get out. So please call Lone Star Transfer 855-551-7066 or visit LoneStarTransfer.com. That is the Morning O'Reilly Update. More analysis later on.
It was May 11, 1869. Two military wagons were held up and $29,000 in payroll stolen. Paymaster Major Joseph Wham and 11 black soldiers were riding guard. Charges were filed against 7 Mormon ranchers for the Wham robbery, as it came to be known. The prosecution's star witness, Major Wham, did a poor job of identifying the robbers and another key witness. One of the soldiers' wives, who happened to be in the area to run a money game, wasn't believable. After 33 days and 165 witnesses, the jury retired for deliberations and returned 33 minutes later with a verdict of not guilty. The citizens weren't happy. Everyone knew that guilty men had gotten off by a misguided jury. But an interesting thing happened some 53 years later. After the death of Emma Hurley in 1942, notes from a conversation with her brother Bert Cooley told the story of what may have really happened on that day. It seems that he and some friends were approached by the wife of a soldier who was to be part of a detachment guarding a payroll wagon. The plan was for both the robbers and the soldiers to shoot to miss, and the two groups would split the 4 sacks of gold. Unfortunately, one of the soldiers wounded a robber. All bets were off. This resulted in 8 soldiers being wounded. When the two groups met up to split the loot, the soldiers only got one of the 4 sacks. Because of the statute of limitation, the case was never reopened. It was interesting to note that the late Major Wham reimbursed the government for the lost $29,000 from his own resources. You've just heard another story from Old West Radio. I'm Dakota Livesay.
15 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Wednesday morning, checking in on YouTube there. Tom Green, happy, joy, good morning. I'll teach your mother to suck eggs. You remember that from the Ren and Stimpy show? I loved it. Good morning, Tom. Hope you're doing okay. Starting with our Sheriff's Department this morning, we've got Officer King with us. Officer, good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good. How about y'all?
Doing pretty good. What do you have on the report for us this morning?
In the past 24 hours, the Sheriff's Office responded to 200 calls for service. There were 13 arrests processed in the jail, and the jail currently has 170 people incarcerated. On our incident reports, a Cheryl Lowe reported a damage to property occurred on Bowling Drive and Lake Lure. Michael Dew from Ferguson Ridge Road and Union Mills reported a breaking and entering and larceny after breaking and entering. Daniel Schlack of Walls Church Road in Ballstick reported felony larceny of a motor vehicle. Jordan Rapaski of Spindale Street in Spindale reported a larceny of a motor vehicle that occurred on Old 221 North in Rutherford. Arnold Petit reported a misdemeanor breaking and entering occurred on Washington Street in Forest City. And a Thelma Henderson of Race Path Church Road in Morrisboro reported a damage to personal property. That's all on our incident reports. On our arrest reports, Ashley Heiss from Cone Street in Caroline was served with a failure to appear on a show cause order, received a $500 secured bond. Charles Stepp from Goods Creek Road in Mooresboro was served with a failure to appear, received a $500 secured bond. Stephen Thompson from Cleghorn Mill Road in Rutherford was arrested and charged with misdemeanor breaking and entering, received a written promise to appear in court. Jimmy Cole from Boiler Road in Mooresboro was arrested and served with a warrant for possession of a stolen motor vehicle, received a $25,000 unsecured bond. Brad Bright of Good Road in Mooresboro served with a failure to appear, received a $1,000 secured bond. Michael Tony from Cuddles Lane in Ballstick was served with warrants for misdemeanor child abuse and contributing to the delinquency of a juvenile, received a $9,000 secured bond. Christine Leon from Big Island Road in Rutherford was served with a warrant for possession of tobacco by inmate, received a written promise to appear in court. Zane Peeler from Carpenter Lane in Rutherford served with a failure to appear and received a $500 unsecured bond. Kenneth Dixon from Wiseman Street in Henrietta was arrested and charged with possession of methamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia, received a $1,000 secured bond. Ronnie Connor from Dixie Mountain Drive in Lake Lure was served with a warrant for assault on a female, received a domestic violence hold. And a Paige Paxson from Charles Road in Shelby was served with a domestic violence protection order violation, received a written promise to appear in court. And that's all we have for today.
Officer King, we appreciate the report. Have a great day and be safe out there.
Thank you. Hope y'all do too.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Officer King with that report from the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department. Moving to the 911 Communications Center next.
Listening to the radio, driving in your car. Radio gets results. Radio is there no matter where you are. Radio gets results. When you need to get your message through,
We are 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB Rutherfordton.
19 minutes after 7 o'clock, 62 degrees outside. We've got Lindsay with us from 911 Communications Center. Lindsay, good morning.
Good morning.
What do you have on the report for us?
In the past 24 hours, Rutherford County 911 Communications has processed 489 911 calls and administrative calls, which consisted of 60 EMS under law enforcement, 200 Sheriff's Office, 94 City, 8 Lake Lure, 65 Rutherfordton, and 53 Spindale. Under fire calls, Ellenboro and Lake Lure had power line fires, and Forest City had a structure fire. Rutherfordton had a residential fire alarm, and that is all.
Lindsay, thanks for the report. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Lindsay, with that report from the 911 Communications Center, we're going to move over to the SDO Fire District after these words.
Thinking about the departure of a loved one through death is a subject we don't like to talk about. However, pre-planning or prepaying for a funeral is a consideration and responsible thing to do. With so many options available today, it's important to speak with someone you can trust and someone who can help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved ones. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory is recognized as one of the best family-run funeral homes. It's a family tradition, and they know how to care for your family. Any questions you might have, they will be happy to answer. Call Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services at 286-2304.
21 minutes after 7 o'clock. Thanks, Christian, for that. Going to Ruby Taylor over in the SDO Fire District. Ruby, good morning.
Good morning.
Ruby, what do you have for us today?
Well, the fire department didn't have any calls, and I have two birthdays. Bobby Key and Linda Whitlock is having birthday today, and hope they have a nice day and a Sandra in the neck to darn today and tomorrow. And that's all I've got.
Ruby, thanks so much. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ruby Taylor with that report from the SDO Fire District at Shiloh, Danieltown, and Oakland. That's one little community over there off 221 over there where they put in all them crazy roundabout turn. You got to go up the road to go back down the road.
Sounds like a pretty big community.
Well, yeah, it's pretty big over there. Yeah, it's good size.
Yeah, those roads they're here and about and everywhere, aren't they?
To pull up to 221 to go left, you have to go right. Then you have to make a U-turn to go back left. It gives me a headache every time I go over there.
Why not? Everything else is upside down.
Might as well.
The roads might as well be too.
That's right. Don't forget Atlanta Braves baseball. They are off. No, they actually play today, Wednesday. Braves at the Texas Rangers. That'll be the last game of that series. Braves won on Monday, 12-0. They won yesterday. No, they lost yesterday. Rangers 7, Braves 4. So we'll see who wins the split game today. That'll be 6:50 airtime, 8:05 first pitch. Braves will be off tomorrow, then back in action on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with a 3-game series versus the Mariners. So go Braves. Looks like the Braves right now are 26-16, and 26-16, and so is the Rangers. They're tied, essentially identical records right there. So the Braves back in action this evening, 8:05 first pitch for that.
What? New scratch-offs are out? That means new chances to become a North Carolina Education Lottery Winners Club member.
Yeah, in the Winners Club, I'll reinvent myself. I won't go by just plain Todd. I'll go by Toddrick. I'll get a gold jacket, play my saxophone again. I'll stop and smell the flowers, call my mom more.
Oh, wrap it up, Todd.
It's Toddrick.
This month's tickets pack $140 million in total prizes. The Winners Club awaits. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning range from 1 in 3.20 to 4.73. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
Well, next to the Chimney Rock Fire District, Chris Melton with us. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Doing good this morning. That commercial right there had me in it. Toddrick. I could be Toddrick von Lichtenstein.
That sounds,
oh, yeah.
That sounds very impressive, Todd.
Yeah, well, that's about all it beats a name. Chris, how you doing this morning, sir?
Doing great. How are y'all doing today?
Oh, doing pretty good. It's a Wednesday, hump day. Woo, woo.
Yep, hump day.
Hump
That's
day.
right.
We're sliding into Friday.
Sliding into Friday. Looking forward to the weekend. You know, we really shouldn't do that. We shouldn't look forward to the weekend.
I know
we should
it.
live each day at a time.
We should.
Be
That's
happy.
right.
Be happy.
Yeah, I know. I just read all about happiness.
Chris, anything going on up here this morning?
Well, we had some good storms roll through yesterday, and Bills Creek ran a possible tree down. And Out of all them storms we had, that was it. So happy to report that.
Well, that's good. Not too much damage.
Whole bunch of it.
Go ahead, Chris.
So other than that, that's it.
All right. Chris, have a good day. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Look, you having a little bit of cell phone problem there. Cutting in now. But anyway, coming to work this morning, I did notice about two trees that had fell across the road. They like it got those knocked out pretty quick.
Yeah, we had a pretty crazy storm last night.
Oh, yeah. It was insane when it came through.
It rained hard. We had hard thunder, lightning.
You know, it rumbled all evening.
It did.
You could hear it in the distance all evening. It just rumbled. Then all of a sudden when it hit, it was just like, blah.
It knocked our power out. Well, it just flashed 2 times. It came back on, thank goodness. But
yeah, that's good. 25 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Wednesday morning, May the 17th. Hope you're having a wonderful morning so far. We appreciate you joining us here on the radio as we broadcast from the Blue Room. Continuing our call-around report this morning, we're going to go and check in with DeVern Upton over in the Bostic Fire District. Chad Medford checking in on the YouTube this morning. Good morning, Chad. Hope you're doing good this morning. Hope you're having a good day so far. He's heading to work or wherever I think he just goes somewhere and hangs out for 8 hours and tells his wife he's working, quote, working. I was at work, honey. But he goes plays golf or video games or.
Probably.
I don't know that he does that. Tad, do you actually work? I don't know. Maybe he'll call us.
I'm sure we'll hear about that one.
26 minutes after 7 o'clock. Chad, I'm just kidding with you, buddy. We know you work hard. And we're going to continue checking with DeVern Upton next.
It's the store folks in Western North Carolina depend on. Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply. It's like a superstore. Deer corn, $11.05 for 50 pounds. Cob corn, $10. They have plenty of deer plant supplies. Check on the lower prices on propane, $12.99 for a 20-pound tank. Mulch, gravel, rocks, and supplies for beautiful landscaping. That's available at Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply at lower prices. Open Monday through Saturday. If you want a feed and seed store that carries so much more, including new and used farm equipment, then come on over to Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply, 188 Whiteside Road, Rutherfordton.
Your car's best friend can be RS Speedy Lube Service Center. That's because RS Speedy Lube Service Center and Car Wash can keep your car or truck running clean with a regular oil change. They check the fluids and vacuum out the car and have you on your way in no time. Go next door for a radiator or transmission flush. Brakes, exhaust, CV joints, and service for big trucks and campers also available. Pull next door to the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash and make your car happy with a clean, all under and all over car wash. It's all at RS Service Center and Car Wash on Railroad Avenue in Rutherfordton.
7:27 on this Wednesday morning. DeVern Upton with us from the Bostic Fire District. DeVern, good morning.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Doing pretty good. Did Bostic have any calls yesterday? Were they busy or were they quiet? Or?
No, it's quiet over here in Bostic.
Well, that's good. That's good. We had some.
But we got a lot of rain.
Had a lot of rain come through in just a short amount of time yesterday.
Yes, we did. Well, this morning we have a temperature of 64 degrees. Fire department did not have any calls. Don't forget to stop in at Whistle Stop Bakery there on Main Street and get your bakery items. And then go up to the Bee Supply store there at Depot Street and check her supplies out. And the Blessed Box located right beside of it. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day.
DeVern, you do the same. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye. DeVern Upton with that report from Boston. You know, she was talking about bees. I watched a video yesterday, a little short video about bees.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that people would sleep above the beehives.
Oh, really?
Because the bees let off like an electromagnetic energy that was that could heal.
Really?
And they say that beekeepers have the long life expectancy because they're always around handling bees.
Wow.
I just thought that was amazing that they could do that.
Well, it could be because I know honey. Look how honey is so healing.
Said honey is a great healing, helps with arthritis, joints, and it was something else.
That's interesting. I'll have to check into that and give you a report.
I was like bees. I don't know about sleeping above a bunch of bees, but
yeah, I don't either.
I mean, I could understand where they draw that from. Bees are an essential part of nature, and if we lose the bees, we are headed downhill.
That's true.
29 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Wednesday morning. Let's continue our call-around report. Go to Robbie Samuel, Mount Vernon.
It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide a daycare service for an aging parent or a loved one. You can always depend on Rutherford Life Services for a safe facility that offers medical monitoring, nutritional meals, fun activities, and is a loving environment. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. They will be glad to answer any questions you may have. Call them at 288-1697. Rutherford Life Services offers a trained staff of professionals who you can entrust your loved one to. Rutherford Life Services is located at 230 Fairground Road
7:30
in
on this
Spindale.
Wednesday morning. I was telling Tracy that Karen's grandfather he had about 5 beehives, and he would just like get up and go out there and he'd rake down through them. Wouldn't put nothing on but his overalls. Rake down through there and find the queen, and he'd pick her up, and he'd talk to her, and he'd pet her, and he'd tell her, "Hey, I need you to go over here to this hive." And you know, when he found out he was dying, he told his wife, he said, "If you don't tell the bees, they'll leave." So she went out there in the beehives and told them that Troy had died. And you know, the bees stayed with her for years. He said, "If you don't tell them and I don't go out there, they'll leave you."
How interesting is that?
Go tell the bees. You ever heard that? That's the old adage there. Go tell the bees.
But you will get to hear about it tomorrow because I'm going to research it.
Probably. We may have some people to call and say, "Oh, that's absolutely true," and then they may say he's full of malarkey.
I know. I sure do love their honey.
That's
Gosh.
right. Oh, we're completely ignoring Robbie. Robbie, good morning. How are you?
No.
You ain't ignoring me. I'm just listening. And I like me some honey and biscuits too.
Oh
That's some
gosh,
good
it
stuff.
sounds so good. That is good.
When you get your
It
milk and your butter and your honey and your biscuits from the same farm, that's a good day right there.
Man, I'm telling you, I'm ready to eat now.
Bring us some honey, Robbie.
Find a good butter biscuit and some honey. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, you bring the honey and I'll bring the biscuits.
Well, that sounds good to me. We can do that. We got my fire chief and one of our captains at the Rutherford Fire Department. They deal with the bees, and well, matter of fact, Chief, he's put some beehives on my property here, and it's a neat thing, and then to talk to them about, like you're saying, like with the whole tell the bees that I'm gone or passed away, but they're so smart with everything, so
They really
it wouldn't
are.
surprise me a bit.
That is pretty amazing. At how insects and animals and they really are. They're smart. That was just God-given, instilled into them to be
That's
that
right.
way.
Yep, that's true.
You know, when the
That is true.
when the tsunami hit Japan years ago, the outlying islands, all the birds and the animals left the islands and came inland, and because they knew something was coming, they had a feeling or knew it or something, and they said it was weird to go out there like the day before it happened and there was no animal sounds whatsoever because they had already came inland.
I've always heard, watch the animals.
That's right.
Keep an eye on the animals, whatever they do.
Well, I'm not going to roll around in the backyard on my back and scratch like my dog, so that's just out.
That's right.
That might be a good idea, but
I want to see you take your leg and cock it up there and rub your back.
He gets dirty enough as it is without me rolling around in the backyard with him. Anyway.
But you're talking about being happy. Isn't it amazing, though, how you can have a disaster like that come through and the birds will still be out singing the next morning?
Oh, yeah.
Like there's no, they just keep moving right along, staying happy.
Yeah. And it's almost like they're giving us that song, to pick things up. Everything's going to be all right. Yeah, cheer up.
Cheer up. It's going to be all right.
I like it, though. It's just amazing, like you said, the way nature reacts to things and how they know more than the weatherman ever thought about knowing.
That's so true. That is true. They're smart.
Yes, they are.
Maybe we can send a few of them to Washington.
Oh, we need to send more than a few.
Oh.
Let's send the whole flock.
There you go. Oh, mercy me.
Robbie, what's going on up there today?
On the other news, right? Well, with Rutherford Fire Department, we had a fire alarm yesterday evening, right? Well, the storm come through Rutherford, so it knocked out the power out on the RS Middle side of town, so that's where the fire alarm was. And Hudlow stayed quiet; they didn't run anything, so that's a good thing. I tell you, that storm that did come through about, I don't know, about 9 or 10 o'clock. It was, man, it was some of the brightest lightning and the deepest thunder I've heard in a long time. But all is well, it looks like outside this morning, so hopefully we won't get anything else this afternoon like that. And Cars and Coffee, just want to remind everybody about that, May the 20th. That'll be this Saturday on Central Street in Rutherford. So come on out and get you a cup of coffee and talk to some of those folks out there that has some classic cars. They might be able to give you some good ideas and tell you where to buy some parts. But other than that, I guess we'll see what this Wednesday has to hold for us.
That's right.
But I hope you all have a good day as well.
Robbie, hope you do the same. We'll catch you again tomorrow.
Thank you, Robbie.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks.
Thank y'all. Have a good
See
day.
you, Robbie.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Robbie Samuel with a report from the Mount Vernon Fire District. Well, folks, let me tell you about Tony's Produce Market. They've become the favorite here in Rutherford County. You can always count on Tony's to carry everyone's favorite vegetables and fruits. They've got cantaloupes, watermelons, seeded and seedless, squash, zucchini, half-runners, spring onions, corn, cucumbers, hanging baskets, ferns, flowers, and also go get your homemade pies, cakes, cookies, jams. There's just some honey up there and much, much more. There's just something about stopping by a produce stand, and Tony's is as good as it gets. Located at 773 North Washington Street in Rutherfordton. Call them at 287-9495. Got to go see Tony myself. I'm out of salsa, so I'll have to go back up there today. Get me some more. 7:36 on this Wednesday morning. We'll continue our call-around report next.
Nobody gets a better deal than the customers at Sisk Family Ford. They have a proven record of the best deals. Sisk Family Ford, Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealer, has recently been recognized as the #1 Ford dealer in customer satisfaction in the Southeast. That speaks well of their commitment to serve their customers well. Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealership. That's Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
7:36. Sue Price with us on the radio this morning. Sue, good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing today, Sue?
I'm doing good. Hope you all.
Oh Lord, we're just having a good time up here talking about whatever comes across the table here.
Just happy today.
That's right. I know I need to come back up to, I've been pestering Sherry over at Bostic Florist. Her daddy makes the best honey. It's so good. I don't know if he does that anymore.
Yes, but, he's still got his bees.
Does he still have them?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is good. I like honey.
Oh, it's so good.
Sue, what's going on over that way this morning?
Well, as far as I know, it's quiet this morning. I hadn't had any calls from the fire department. I kind of expected them to have some trees down yesterday. We had that first storm it come through had a lot of high wind in it. And rain, we had a lot of rain. But I hadn't heard anything, so I guess everything's been good, hopefully. I don't have any birthdays on my Duckett's Creek calendar and nothing on my personal calendar today. First Broad's got an anniversary for John and Leanne Sanders. And let's see what Fairview has. They've got, Fairview Baptist has got birthdays for Gabriel Forstinger, Eric King, and Anna Blackwell. So I hope they'll all have a good day today. And we hope anybody that's having a birthday or anniversary will have a real good day on their special day and enjoy it. And in my announcements, First Broad Church will be having the Chuckwanging Gang and the Golden Valley Crusaders, and that's May 25th. Starting at 7 p.m. And everyone's invited. Good singing coming up there at First Broad. Good gospel singing if you like the good gospel music. And Chuckwang is one of the old gospel groups. They've been singing as long as I can remember. Always a good one. Big Springs Baptist Church will be having Vacation Bible School. That's June 5th through the 8th, 5:45 to 8 p.m. Dinner will be provided. The theme is Twists and Turns. Let Jesus guide you through life's twists and turns. So, good Bible school coming up. A lot of churches will be having Bible school. I always enjoyed that. And so far, that's the only notes that I have. It's just quiet and calm over here looking for a good day, and I hope y'all will have one.
So you do the same, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.
All right.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Sue Price with that report from the Sunshine Cherry Mountain Fire District. We're going to move up to Shingle Hollow. We'll speak with Tina White after these words.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm Andrew Tisdale. When we work together, we focus what's important to you. We create a personalized strategy backed by our advice, our tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we partner together to help your strategy stay on track no matter what happens. Contact me at any time at 828-287-9197. We'll sit down, talk, and we're going to make a strategy that's right for you.
I have to let Andrew hush before I interrupt Andrew. 20 minutes before the hour of 8 o'clock. Tina White with us from the Shingle Hollow Fire District. Tina, good morning.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday.
It is a wonderful Wednesday.
I've been listening. You sound like you've been having a good time this morning. I learned something about telling the honeybees.
Yep, I'd always heard that, and then, Karen's grandpa actually said it, and I was like, well, that's kind of odd.
It sounds sweet, though, doesn't it? There's a little sweetness to it. Well,
yeah.
Honey's sweet, I guess.
Sweet.
No
Yeah.
pun intended.
There's several people that I know that have the honeybee hives, and I'm gonna ask them about it and see what they say. I do believe it's one of those natural things that to have the bees, and that our bodies do need it if we're not diabetic.
Mm-hmm.
The honey, that is. Well, up here in Shingle Hollow this morning, it is 63 degrees. So it's partly cloudy out there, but that sun's going to come up, I think, or get out from behind the clouds. And it's probably going to be a warm day. The fire department was all quiet the past 24 hours. There was a storm that came through and had some rain. I was over at Golden Valley Church for their Revelation Bible study, and there was trees down, big thunder, big lightning, lots of rain. But when I got home, there wasn't as many trees down up this way. So I didn't even ask Steve if it rained real hard. For announcements, Piney Knob Baptist Church is having a special singing with the Pathfinders on Sunday the 21st at 6 p.m. Everyone's invited to that. And I want to mention again the barbecue fundraiser for Miss Sandra McPeters at Gilkey United Methodist Church. That's going to be Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. It's $12 per plate. You can dine in or take out, and it's barbecue and baked beans, potato salad, white and red slaw, barbecue sauce, roll, dessert, tea, water, and coffee is going to be there. So if you're interested in pre-ordering, so they can just have it ready for you, and the person to call is Jackie Bridges at 828-429-1001. And this is a benefit. It's to benefit an accident victim. So if you're in the area, go out to Gilkey United Methodist Church on Saturday. And that's all I have this morning.
Well, that sounds good. Tina, thanks so much for the report, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Y'all have a wonderful day. God bless you.
You too.
Thanks.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.
Tina White with that report from the Shingle Hollow Fire District. We'll speak with Brenda Kelly after these words.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
7:44 on this Wednesday morning. Brenda Kelly with us from Union Mills. Brenda, good morning.
Good morning. How are you on this wonderful Wednesday morning?
Doing I'm not going to complain about a thing.
It doesn't do any good.
We're going to
Don't do any good to complain.
We're going to be
It
happy.
could always get worse.
That's right.
So enjoy what you got.
Yeah, that's true. Just make every day count.
That's right.
What's the old proverb? I thought I was sad because I had no shoes until I met a man that had no feet.
That's true.
Yeah. That's something, ain't it?
Yep. Brenda, what you got going on this morning?
Well, let's see. I've got 58 degrees on the front porch. I don't have but one birthday, and that's my nephew, Danny Carver. So, Danny, I hope you have a great old big day today. I don't have any announcement. I don't know of anything going on. And we didn't get too much of a storm up here, but now Sunday afternoon, it was a gully washer. So we got ours Sunday, but we didn't get a whole lot out of that one.
Well, they were calling for rain about all day yesterday afternoon, and it only hit right in the evening there.
I know it, and they kept interrupting. I've been watching this Jeopardy tournament.
Brenda.
Yes,
Oh, my
love it, and
goodness.
they kept interrupting.
My mama, I thought she was going to have a little fit when they came in because it was close to the end, and she kept saying, "No, they need to hurry up because we need to. This is
Yeah,
important."
That's exactly right.
We got to get back to Jeopardy.
That's right. I've watched Jeopardy for years and years and years.
It
Wheel
is.
of Fortune too.
Yeah, that's what Mama
And I
watches
enjoy
every
it,
evening.
but, and you learn a lot by watching
Yeah,
that.
you really do. I told Mama, I said, I kind of feel stupid when I watch Jeopardy because those people, number one, it's some of those questions they ask.
I know
I'm
it.
sitting there thinking, okay, how does he even repeat the words that he said?
How does he even know that?
But yeah, we didn't have much of a storm, so I was glad of that. The light did blink us several times, and that must have been when the power went out over to, I believe, Robbie Samuel said Rutherford Middle School.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it blinked, and I thought, oh well, but it didn't go off. It just sort of got dim and then light again. Done that several times. But other than, I could hear the thunder all around. I mean, it was just all around. But we didn't get it, and I was glad because there was supposed to be a lot of high wind in that. So I was glad we didn't get it. So I guess you better run down to Ellenborough and see what kind of storm Luther Sweet thing got.
All right, we'll do it. Brenda, thanks. Have a good day.
Bye, Brenda.
Bye-bye. Brenda Kelly with that report. Like she said, we're going to check in with Luther Sweet Thing Gillikin down in Ellenborough.
Let me brag on Hutchins Pest Control a minute. Don't let the pest bug you when Hutchins Pest Control is as close as a phone call. Honest, dependable, professional, and on-time service may be the reason they keep getting voted best pest control. If you have a pest problem, call this family-run business at 287-5171. Licensed in North and South Carolina and fully insured and bonded. Get a free estimate when you call Hutchins Pest Control and be sure the job is done right. That's Hutchins Pest Control. Call them today at 287-5171 and they'll be right there.
747, Luther Gillikin in Ellenborough with us this morning. Luther, good morning, sir. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. Having a good time down here.
That's right.
Drink
Anything
coffee,
going on down
watching
that way?
cars go by. Sure.
Anything going on down that way?
Not right now. Everything's quiet right now. See, the fire department, they had two medical calls yesterday. Had 3 down last night during the storm. And had one personal call. Man got his hand stuck under the car seat. But it's quiet this morning. Nothing going on. So you have a great day up there, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, Luther, we'll see you then. Thanks.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye. Luther Gillikin with that report from the Ellenborough Fire District, and that wraps up our call-around report for this Wednesday. Well, folks, let me tell you about Granny B's. That's the place for all the traditional donuts that you like to get, the delicious orange twist, the Long John's cream filled, or you can just get a plain old glazed donut. Enjoy a delicious fresh sub sandwich, or if you don't want the bread, you can get a salad instead. For birthdays or anniversaries, showers, or any occasion, call on Granny B's for their delicious cakes or pettifours. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 9 until 7. Saturday, 9 until 6. Closed on Monday. Call them at 286-9012, located at 322 West Main Street, Spindale. And they are our birthday sponsor for the morning call-around report. If you're celebrating a birthday or anniversary, give us a call now, 287-3356, and we'll take all those down and we'll give away a cupcake in just a few moments.
Jim, Have you seen Henson Building Materials' newly remodeled showroom? It's gorgeous.
You mean where they have a full line of hardware and building materials for homeowners and home builders?
I mean where Jamie, Terry, and Tony, their friendly staff, treat me like family. Oh, they're so nice.
Hey, are they taking COVID precautions and have curbside service?
Of course. They're so thoughtful.
I do need some materials, but I don't think they'll fit in our car.
Oh, silly. They have professional delivery so we can get whatever I want.
Henson Building Materials, 177 Duke Street in Forest City.
Building starts here.
Shortly after I bought my motorcycle, I asked my wife to go riding with me. Riding is not necessarily her thing, but she put on the helmet and got on the back. At the first corner, I leaned the bike into the curve only to find that I was having difficulty turning. In fact, I was having trouble even getting around the turn. It soon dawned on me that I had a counterbalance on the back of the bike. While I was leaning one way, my wife was leaning the other. My wife thought we were going to fall over, so she tried hard to keep us upright. When we got back to the house, I said, "Honey, if we're going to ride successfully, we both have to go the same way. Just wrap your arms around me and go where I go." She agreed, and we had a lot of fun riding together. Family life can be a lot like taking a curve on a motorcycle. The family has to work together, go the same way, or they will crash. If a couple is constantly at odds with one another, the entire family can be torn apart. What can families do? 1. Agree on common values. What is important to you as a family? 2. Take time for each other. Spend time with the ones you love the most. 3. Pray together. The old adage, "The family that prays together stays together," is still a valid statement. For the sake of your family, wrap your arms around each other and go in the same direction. This is Bill Hostler with today's Key to Confident Living.
Well, happy birthday today to Samantha Splone, celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday, Samantha. I hope you have many, many more. Also celebrating today is Wayne Cersei, Carol, and Carrie Amos, celebrating their anniversary. Hope I pronounced those names right. Also, a look back on this day throughout history, famous birthdays. 1936, Dennis Hopper. Remember him? He was an actor. 1955, Bill Paxton. He was from the Twister series.
Yes, and
Remember
also
him?
Titanic.
Titanic, yep. 1956, America's Funniest Home Videos. Bob Saget was born on this day. In 1956, Sugar Ray Leonard, famous boxer, was born. Events that happened on this day in 1620, the first merry-go-round was seen at a fair. That was 1620. That's a long
Oh, I
time
didn't
ago.
realize they went back that far.
Really? 1861 was the first color photograph. 1875 was the first Kentucky Derby. 1884, Alaska becomes a U.S. territory. In 1890, a comic called Comic Cuts was the first weekly comic paper. 1890, Idaho becomes the 43rd state. 1897, the first submarine is launched. And in 1900, the first book, or the published book by L. Frank Baum, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. The Wonderful World of Oz is actually what it was called. And if you've ever read the Oz books, there's more to it than just the Wizard of Oz. There's
Really?
several. Oh yeah, it's a whole world, and that's he published that on
I have
this
to
date,
check into that.
1900. The Wonderful World of Oz. Today is National Cherry Cobbler Day. Wayne might make up some of that today. Don't know. National Pack Rat Day, National Idaho Day, and National Walnut Day. So you are up to date on this date in history, courtesy of WCAB. How about let's give our cupcake away to Samantha Splone. Congratulations, Samantha. You're the winner of the cupcake, courtesy of the Whistle Stop Bakery over in Boston. If you want to go over by there, see Miss Selena, and she will give you a free cupcake, courtesy of the Whistle Stop Bakery and WCAB.
For more than 100 years, American Humane has been rescuing animals during hurricanes, floods, and wildfires. But Mother Nature isn't the only danger animals face. Sometimes it's human nature. Every year, 6 million animals are abandoned and more than 1 million are euthanized. You can be a hero to animals in need of rescue and adoption at AmericanHumane.org.
7:54 on this Wednesday morning, going to Brother Wayne Rollins. Wayne Rollins. I'll get that right.
He sound like Elmer Fudd. That
wascally wabbit.
That wascally wabbit.
Going to Wayne Rollins. But Wayne, today is National Cherry Cobbler Day. Is that on the menu for today?
Man, I didn't know nothing about that. That's a new one on me.
Oh, see.
We can probably throw together a strawberry or a blackberry maybe.
See, there you go.
So, I mean, I'm sure we can come up with either that or peach or pear. I mean, I think I got about every fruit at the restaurant except for the cherries.
We'll make you, Wayne will make you some kind of cobbler.
There you go.
We can make something sweet and tangy with a crust on it, that's for sure.
That's right. Wayne had a great response from the 4-year anniversary celebration
4
on
years.
Thursday last week. Watched Wayne do the live drawing on his page Thursday night, and the winner of the $400, and that just a great response, and it was fun to be there for the little bit I was there.
Yeah, we had a great turnout for that, and had good weather, and of course you guys there broadcasting live for us at lunchtime and dinner time. I remember Lou saying that she looked in the window one time and looked at me and said she didn't understand how I kept all that together, because I mean, at one time I counted, I think I had like 32 tickets hanging up. But overall, I mean, just a great turnout. I was glad to see everybody that I could get to see. But we sold a lot of barbecue. We sold a lot of fish. We sold a lot of sandwiches and salads, especially in the evening time, because with us doing just the meats and vegetables in the evening time, they haven't had a chance to, get the hamburgers and hot dogs and salads and stuff like that. So the chicken salad and just things like that they normally hadn't got a chance to get. So give a lot of opportunity to other people to come and try some different stuff, and just had a great day. And of course, the lady that won the prize was very fitting that she won. She actually moved back here. She was from here, but she moved back, I want to say, from Washington to stay with her dad because her dad's health had been deteriorating. And she comes by. She's literally one of my first customers every day at 3 o'clock to get her dad a plate.
Oh.
So that was very fitting for her to win that, and just had a great time. Had some good feedback on the wings that we're still working on and getting things ready that, hopefully next week we'll be able to start them, and you'll be able to get them at lunch or dinner. So we'll have those going. Just a lot of good things going on. And like today, we're bringing back, they say, what is it? You can have Christmas in July or whatever. We're bringing back Thanksgiving dinner in May.
Hey, that works.
We do all the meats and vegetables all year long, and one thing that sort of slips by is the turkey and dressing.
That's true, and it's so good.
A lot of people just doesn't do that throughout the year, and so we've had some thought about it, and we ran chicken pie yesterday with the pork chops, which again I don't think it matters what day I run chicken pie, they just love it. So, but we are going to do the turkey and dressing tonight, starting at 3 o'clock. I'm looking forward to that, and we will have the cranberry sauce. I've done had a couple of people say, "Man, you can't have turkey and dressing without cranberry sauce," and I'm like, "You're right," and we'll have some. So
I think that's great. Because
we'll have that.
Everybody loves the Thanksgiving stuff, and why not?
Right. Well, a lot of times I think during the holidays, sometimes you sort of get sick of it, but then after a while you're like, man, I ain't had that in a long time. So
that's true.
And we'll make the giblet gravy, and it will be legitimate. We'll have the stuff inside the giblet gravy, definitely. So we'll have that, and we're also going to run the broccoli casserole tonight too. We've got that that's going to go along, which I think, again, they'll eat that any day. I put it out there, but thought that'd be good. And we just have a good old, you can get you some sweet potato casserole and close your eyes, and you'll just think it's Thanksgiving.
Well, we should be giving thanks every day of the week anyway.
Well, I tell you,
instead of one time a year.
There's so many things that, you just take for granted, and I know I do the same thing, but every day that you wake up and you're able to go and work or do whatever it is you love to do, and just spend time with your family, because you just don't ever know. And one of our employees last week that's been with me for a great time now, and she lost her mother due to cancer, and it was just it was a bad time for her right here at Mother's Day too, and we miss her at work, and we're just hoping that it was with the Tom's family, and we hope that they laid her to rest yesterday, and hopefully she can get on the mend and get everything situated. But you just don't ever know, and you got to be thankful for everything. And I know we've been extremely blessed at the restaurant to have a good following, and people come at lunch, and some of them will come back for dinner, and then the next thing I know, they're calling me, being like, Wayne, we got a catering for our Sunday school class, or we're having a reunion, or Wayne, my daughter's getting married, or my son needs a rehearsal dinner, or we're just going to have a birthday party. So we're very fortunate and blessed to live and do the things that we love to do, and the freedom to be able to do that. And you just need to, life is really short, and you never know when that number's going to be called, and you just need to love the people that you love and do the best you can every day.
That's so true. Well said.
That's right. Well, Wayne, nothing else. We'll send everybody out to your restaurant today. Tell them your hours again.
We're open Monday through Thursday from 11 to 2 for lunch, and then 3 to 7 for the dinner time. And you can call me anytime about a catering, and we'll see if we can get you in the books and get you on the list.
That's right. For a good meal, be sure to stop by Wayne's Lunchbox. And Wayne, it's always a pleasure to talk with you. Hope you have a wonderful day.
All right, man. Y'all too. Thank y'all.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Wayne Rollins with Wayne's Lunchbox right there. Folks, it's been fun being here with you this morning. Tracy, always good to be in the Blue Room with you this morning.
Thank you very much.
And remember, if nothing else, stay happy. Be good to each other. It'll all come back around to you. I promise. Have a great day.
Our carnival, and we worked really hard for it.
Republican lawmakers in North Carolina.